Ooh, I got a level up. Just like I thought I would. Let's get the Nimble perk. Decreases damage by 10%. I don't know how that works. But it's good, so we'll get it. Also, we haven't visited Casterly's bar yet, so let's go inside. Oh, watch out. Nice floor, eh? Very nice. Very shiny, too. Even if there isn't a light on the ceiling. And all kinds of vending machines. Okay, come on. Aha! Let's try this. Slot machine, eh? Okay. Ooh. Whoa! I win! Haha! Looks like the Dark Star won, doesn't it? No, that's an Imperial ship. Learn to hate it. Hate it. So, Scrubby of the Bandits, representative of the Empire, security hunter man, cleaning bot. They don't explode like the ones in Deus Ex, which is really unfortunate. Ooh, pure spirit, no thank you. Beer, no. So, Mr. Chatty. Hi there, I can see it in your face, you're a regular patron here. That's right, I spend every single day at the Casterly's. Does that mean Marek does too? You look like him. La 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 la. I ain't gonna disturb you. Keep working. If you want to drink or to have some talk, I'm always glad to offer you company. If you pay... Ha. I don't think your company is worth paying for. There's also a representative of the Democratic Union, and another hunter and a drinker. I think the representatives of those two factions can adjust your standing with factions. Certain factions. No, I'm not... I can't remember very well. Anyway, this is what we are here for. Come on, load. That's better. Even though we can't read that, this is... it's where we need to go. It's where Captain Ridiger is. Ridiger's adjutant. Can I help you? I must meet with Captain Ridiger. Here is my assignment. At last, the captain has already asked a few times about you. No surprise, I've spent quite a few days in the desert. Okay. Here we are. That's better. Trees, you're so much like your father, and I hope not just outwardly. I've watched your progress for a long time, and now, after you finish your training, I've asked for your transfer under my command. You've shown very impressive results in the exams, Trees. Did you know my father? Of course. We bombed the Amagon bases together, and he saved my sorry hide many times. He was a good pilot and a true friend. I know very little of my father. Your father was one of the best mercenaries I've ever met in my life. But before the end, he settled down. He left his recklessness and spent more time in the Pyramid Temple than on board of his ship. I don't know. I didn't know that my father was a pilot on Amagon. Not just a pilot, but one of the best and baddest around. No one could mess with him in space. He could hit an ace with a laser beam from hundreds of feet. He could take a whole can of laser crystal cleaner in one gulp. Death always takes the best ones. My father died a very long time ago, and I still don't know how it happened. An unlucky incident. A frozen mammoth fell on top of him while he was walking near a thawing iceberg. Ah, jeez. That's... yeah. He'd better stayed at the temple on the day of that fatal accident. Don't say so. He died as a truly great space mercenary, but not as one should. Remember, Treese, everyone who knew your father was proud of his acquaintance. I was his close friend, and we often got into a scrape. That day, before the end, he told me, "Take care of my son." He felt something, it seems, and he did testate. What? Your father left you a ship and a nice sum of credits. Totally not like Kayron Jarvis's father. Father left me his ship. He wanted you to start your career with his ship, but it was so long ago, the ship stayed at the spaceport for quite some time. And what happened then? Time spares no one. In general, the ship's fine, but the power cell is out of order. The problem is that it uses old parts. It's quite hard to get them now. I asked Sardi to find some for me, but I still heard nothing from him. If you find a power cell, we'll be able to repair your ship. You said something about credits? Your father left you about 20,000 credits. It must have been a very big sum, but... But? What but? Your father's will said that your education was to be paid with this money. Now there's about 500 credits left. Here it is. Well, it's better than nothing, right? No matter how it turns out, it's a great honor for me to serve with my father's friend. I'm also glad I can be of some use. Your career starts here. I'm ready for any assignment. Everyone needs something to start with. When I was young, I happened to get an order to go to a distant planet, the colonial troops. Just as always, setting up the base and tuning the tracking systems. And then an enemy attacked? Even worse. No one could know that local flying fishes spawn at the base, and these fishes are as large as a battleship. So one day we were having a rest, and then the air alert went off. Imagine me running out from the barrack and seeing the fishes like a big cloud spawning right over our heads. They weren't deadly, but they stung so badly. We had to live a whole week in this spawn until we cleaned the base. After that I couldn't smell anything at all for a year. About that assignment. Yes, it's the following. Every month we collect taxes for the War and Order Fund for businessmen. From the businessmen. Not Law and Order, War and Order. 200 credits per head, per businessman. Sardi still hasn't donated yet. It's a voluntary donation, of course, but you can't refuse to pay. The money is supposed to be spent on upkeep from the Elder Guard's troops. Oh, that's important. I bet the Elder Guard's troops get everything. Anyway, it is clear. I will return with the money. That sounds like a line from Shadow of Chernobyl. Be strict with Sardi. This is a matter of security and war. Hello there. We can stand on it. Don't we think we can destroy it though? So, Sardi, with your removed content. Speaking of removed content, there are about 2 more planets, and well, there are at least 2 planets removed from the game. And quite a few, well, 2 planets and a few landing areas, I think, if I remember correctly. There's quite a bit removed from the game, not least of which, well, we'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to that much later, in fact.